Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, help him just get 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Look at him run through those tacklers. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
There's the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's second down here. Here's that defense shifting again. Quick throw caught on the left side. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
We go with a direct snap. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it here. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Another touchdown and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the second down play. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And looking for a big play here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And that one's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return. What an interception. Gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets into space at the 50. It's a fumble. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
And there's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his man, has the first down, and moves the ball to the 35, and another first down. And the Noles looking to keep this drive rolling. Ball handed off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Intercepted in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They've got him at the 4, but a big gain of that catch and run.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And he's got his man open downfield. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. The Noles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And And the kickoff will be returned. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They'll feed the back again. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Catch made on the left side. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Knowles. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle with the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And they've got the returner corralled. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First down, they're going to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Checks this down to the running back. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. In the clear at the 25. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. And now the handoff. Running with purpose. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. Turner trying to create good field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Seminoles. They go in front here in the second half.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He hands it off from the gun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Empty set now, 5 wide. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes a quick grab. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And looking to throw now on first down. He pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, a screen pass is all about timing. This one just didn't come together at all. You couldn't get the blocking line. The timing was off. Everything seemed to be off. The defense blew up the entire setup.
Looks downfield. He connects with a wide-open wide receiver.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
A solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Touchdown, Dogs. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space. pass. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Easy.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Ready up.
Important second down play coming up.
Rolling, rolling. Get set, get set.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
What a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Florida State. They jump in front here in the fourth.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Extending the play now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. He'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The offense going with the hurry up. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. He's
see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tries to get it to the running back. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They're going to run it. Get some space around the 30. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz
into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. Well, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kurt.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So 2nd down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Who makes the grab? And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. The Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. The Dogs looking to keep this drive moving. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Fires it on the move. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Running back has it on the screen now. Touchdown, Georgia. Strong game by this quarterback. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's past the 35. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And a timeout is called to talk some strategy in this very important drive. And the offense will just take a knee. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this.